This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
Nasri El-Rufai believes that the proposed coalition of political parties and interests in the country do not need the support of sitting governors to win the presidency in 2027. The former governor of Kaduna State believes that the coalition strategy, which is focused on mobilizing voters directly, not courting political office holders, is the sure way to unseat the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the next presidential elections. Our guest on this conversation is Jide Ojo, who is a political analyst. Mr. Ojo, good morning. Thank you for joining the conversation.
Good morning, Stephen. It's my pleasure.
Right. So I want to get your reactions, first off, to this position that Mr. Nasri El-Rufai has.
Well, it's within his right to say what he said. Yes, you can canvass for votes directly to the masses, to the electorate, but if you decide to ignore or not to cut the support of the state governors, you may find it extremely difficult to climb the ladder of victory. Why I said this, let me give you a very good instance. In 2023, a governor, Nyesom Wike, said he would not allow Atiku Abubakar to campaign in Port Harcourt and indeed the entire Rivers State. And what happened? For the first time, PDP lost the presidential election in Rivers State so massively. So we do know that governors provide logistics for their presidential candidates. They mobilize, they provide financial support, they galvanize and catalyze the political structure to support whomever they are throwing their weight behind. So they are a very powerful caucus that cannot be ignored. And more so, if you are coming from opposition, it's double wahala for the body. You know, opposition politics is not active in Nigeria, which explains the mass defection into the ruling APC. And if you are now saying you don't need the governors to go direct to the masses, yes, you can go directly to the masses, but do you know that most of the masses, most of the elected take directives from their political leaders within their environment, within their communities, within their religious cycles? So, if you, and the resources being provided by the state governors is gargantuan. I don't want to speculate, but we know how some presidential candidates coast home to victory at party primaries when state governors open the vote of their state to support their presidential ambition. So if you want to do direct canvassing, it's part of the game, but I'm not too sure whether that could enhance any electoral value of victory for such candidates.
Right. Well, I wonder how you can compare Mr. El-Rufai's position given what we saw in 2023. The emergence of the Labour Party as a third force is something that we keep referring to time and time again. And in this particular case, it from my point of view, it does look like Mr. Rufai is pointing towards that as a way of actually working towards the center in 2007. Is it actually possible to repeat 2023 in 2027?
Well, if you repeat 2023 in 2027, you're going to get the same answer. Which is that the opposition will be, will only continue to lament because almost does not kill a bird. What was the result of 2023 election? Atiku Abubakar got 6.8 million votes. Peter Obi got 6.2 or thereabout million votes. Kwakwanso got 1.6 million votes. And, Tinubu to victory with 8-point-something million votes. So if you are going to repeat 2023 and 2027, yes, or P2B or El-Rufai or whoever the opposition is fielding, will get millions of votes, but it will come short of what they need to gain victory. The whole essence of why the ruling party is open its doors and gates to opposition elements to come join is because there is a game of numbers. Now, look at what happened, the tsunami that happened in Delta State. This is the first time that a governor would defect and the entire party structure in the state would defect within. It used to be that a governor could defect, the deputy would refuse to go, as was the case in Sokoto some time ago. A governor would defect and, maybe with his commissioners and some of his appointees. But a situation where a governor defects, the deputy, all the political appointees, all the local government chairpersons, all the commissioners, even the party structures, the PDP party structures in Delta State moved into APC. Now, what kind of direct canvassing can you do in that 2027 election, and that will forestall APC from winning Delta State hands down? The former governor, Okowa, is also there. So these are people who provide logistics for election victory. And that is why Nasri El-Rufai, to my own mind, is just trying to be relevant politically. That's why he comes up with all these controversial statements. He knew how he became governor in Kaduna State. He can't say that the party structure, the powerful forces in Kaduna did not support him to emerge victorious in the election that he won. And that was the only election Nasri El-Rufai had ever won. It was only the governorship election he has ever won all his political life. All prior to that, he has always been appointed DG of this, appointed minister of this. But the only electoral victory he had was the one that the party structure was strong behind it. And who controls the party structure? It is the governor. It's the governor that is the leader of the party. So while I will say it is not impossible for you to win without the governors, it is near impossible.
Right. I hear you, Mr. Ojo. I hear you, Mr. Ojo. We've seen coalitions come up in the past, and to be fair to the APC, they were helped by the fact that they did have governors across Nigeria at the time. But we are seeing, can I even jump to this conclusion? A coalition come up yet again, and we have seen what happens when people rally behind a personality as opposed to rallying behind a party. And I still refer to 2023 and the Labour Party here. Is it possible that this coalition could bring up personalities that will cause the people to look away from party structures, the party system, and start looking to the individual merits of the candidates who are standing for election?
As a student of politics, even I maintain that nothing is impossible in politics. I must say that emphatically. Nothing is impossible in politics, but the politics of 2027 and the way the opposition is in disarray. Today is the last day in April. What solid coalition has been formed to wrestle power from APC? Tell me, have they registered a new party? Have you seen any mass defection from APC to SDP that El-Rufai went? El-Rufai thought by leaving APC for SDP that he was going to get some serving senators, serving lawmakers to join him. He has only gone to SDP with some of his previous political appointees and a handful of them. And many of them have told him, we can't join you. We can't join you in SDP. He has not been able to have a battle cry, a rally point for the opposition. Even Atiku Abubakar is still trying to consult. Nothing is firmed up yet. By tomorrow, we are going to move into May. And next 2027 election will start a year before. And that's when INEC will give notice of election. So if you are still floundering, if you have not formed a formidable coalition that can attract certain serving political office holders, then how do you intend to do the magic? I know that, I had Damagun yesterday when he was saying that the environment is fertile for revolution against APC in 2027. But that was what PDP people were also saying when they were the ruling party before 2015. So politics is a game of number. Politics is a game of political structure. You cannot do without structure. and think you can have direct dialogue. Many of the voters listen to their political leaders within the communities. They listen to their religious leaders, their traditional rulers. And the people who control these levels of powers are the governors. So while I concede that nothing is impossible in politics, I maintain that the rank of the opposition that is still in disarray with their respective intra-party crisis within their fold, they need to first deal with that, so that people will take them that this is a coalition that is not supporting to wrestle power from the behemoth that APC has become.
Mr. Ojo, thank you very much for your time on this conversation. Jide Ojo is a political affairs analyst who joined us this morning on Now Breakfast to speak on the position taken by Mr. Nasri El-Rufai, who believes that the proposed coalition of political parties do not need the support of sitting governors to win the presidency in 2027.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.